The biggest challenge of the MEA is really to make sure that we provide the right amount of people on a daily basis. We have 1,700 longshoremen and checkers that works for the Maritime Employers Association. And based on the numbers of vessels that comes to the ports, we have to make sure that we assign the right numbers of people, that those vessels comes in and leaves really fast, making sure that they go back to sea. This is all due to the right planning of the manpower that it gets assigned to our operators. My name is Robert Roy, President of the Maritime Employers Association. So before the modernization of the project that is currently going on, in fact, the system is 40 years old. So therefore, the skills that we have to support a legacy system are not necessarily to par with the actual market trends. And the way the system was designed, all the processes were not completely integrated. There's a lack of communication. Therefore, every aspect of the old system has been mitigated with human intervention. So therefore, we really had to work on closing the gaps in terms of skill set and making sure that we would be moving towards the adoption of 21st century's technologies and coding, and therefore being able to sustain and not being dependent of a captive system.
The project with MEA started with their needs to modernize their applications and their infrastructure. So we started with an analysis of their needs. We've installed cloud solution like Microsoft Office 365. We are in the process of rewriting their legacy application that they use to dispatch all their employees. And we also provide them with a BI dashboard so that they can make better business decisions. For the MEA application, we're using Microsoft technology for our backend, so we're using C#. For our front end, we're using Vue.js. And all that is hosted in the cloud, and we're using Kubernetes as our hosted services.
And with the help of Kezber, within 48 hours, we launched the suite of Microsoft 365 and the powerful tool of Teams. We gained in productivity by 35%. We're leveraging a secured environment, and that has changed the way we're doing our business to the point that we launched a teleworking policy. And it's changed the whole way we've been managing our data. SharePoint, as one of the examples, is certainly a game changer. So we're getting into the 21st century, and that was with the help of Kezber. So the BI solution that we're deploying will allow the MEA to be a world-class organization, bottom line. We started from, in fact, lagging information with reports that were generated through Excel, leveraging the computers that were sitting on the network on their desk. And this is nowhere near compliant with what I had as a vision of security. So moving with Kezber in support of the Azure BI infrastructure, now we have a secured environment, we have a placeholder for all of our data, and we move from lagging to operational day-to-day data. So we leverage, of course, the powerful tool of Power BI. Power BI allowed us to generate real-time dashboards. When you have a well-structured data environment, then it allows you to go into predictive, and this is where artificial intelligence will be a game changer in the industry, and we will become a key contributor in the supply chain of the Port of Montreal and all of the other ports that are also part of our artificial intelligence projects. So the relationship with Kezber, so we didn't want it to stay at the customer-supplier relationship, we wanted it to be a partnership relationship. So therefore, we've installed key processes in place to make sure that we're following guidelines, we're following our projects, right? So we need to follow our budget. We need to make sure that a project scope and the deliverables are delivered on time, and we need to have fun. So this is part of our matrix that we review on a bi-weekly basis. To be a partner also means that beyond the implementation and the delivery of the system, we're going to have that partnership that will sustain, because they're going to be maintaining the system. They're going to be providing support on a day-to-day basis. They're going to be part of the MEA as key assets in the delivery of our services.